Hey there, happy Venus Day. I hope you're doing well. I am the truth, and you are too. Welcome to this week's Venus Day deck pour reading. I appreciate anyone who stops by, anybody who watches, anyone who supports. I really appreciate you. Everything you need to know is in the description box of this video for you to see. My social media, my Linktree, my email, my Venmo, my Cashapp if you would like to donate or tip, which is very much appreciated and is helpful. And the information to book a reading with me, everything you need to know is in the description box of this video for you to see. And for this week's Venus Day deck pour reading, I will be channeling with the spirit guides who are supporting the collective's highest good and the highest good. And if you hear any extra sounds, I apologize in advance. Life is lifing, and I will handle it if it gets too much. And like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's very much appreciated and is helpful. Let's get into this week's Venus Day deck pour reading. So I'm gonna start with the collective. I'm gonna do the reading for the collective, and I'm gonna do one for Aquarius. So yeah, let's start with the collective first. Okay, let's go. Okay, so for this week's Venus Day deck pour reading, the topic is the Cancer full moon energy. This is for the collective. First card to come out is the Ace of Cups. Second card to come out is the Three of Pentacles. Third card to come out is the Death card. The fourth card to come out is the King of Pentacles. Fifth card to come out is the Queen of Machetes, which is the Queen of Swords. Sixth card to come out is the Fool card. Seventh card to come out is the Page of Cups. Eighth card to come out is the Hermit card. Ninth card to come out is the Seven of Cups. And then the 10th and last card to come out is the Justice card. Libra energy here. And then bottom of the deck, which is the summary of all of that, you got Page of Pentacles. Yeah, bottom of the deck, you got Page of Pentacles. Top, which is the summary of all of that. And then top of the deck, usually watching this right now, you've got Two of Cups. There's something about harmony, possibly like keeping things harmonic, keeping things balanced, being diligent, working on things and everything like that. There's also something about like a child, something about a child, or possibly like childlike energy. Um, yes. So, like I said, for this week's Venus Day deck pour reading, the topic is the Cancer full moon energy. This is for the collective. Let's see. Hold on a second. So far, there's not really repeating numbers or anything at all. Yeah, not at all. The number 11, something about stepping through the gates, maybe some type of portal, stepping through the gates, stepping through the doors, maybe some type of portal or something like that. Um, yeah, something about stepping through some gates, stepping through some doors or whatnot. Also the fact that I guess I may be pushing it, but maybe not. But I was getting or whatnot. The fact that there's no repeating numbers or whatnot. That there's like it's just like a beginning. It's a new. There's like it's just like something from the start, something from the beginning, something anew. Um, it's just something from scratch. They've been suddenly also bringing up something about love, less or an abundance, and the correlation between all of these things, and action, and all this stuff, and emotions and stuff like that. Mm, yeah, there's something like about a child. Some of y'all may be having baby fever. Some of y'all something about yeah. Some of y'all might be having baby fever. Some of y'all something about like a child and like the many opportunities they can have and all that stuff, or something about like baby fever and like the many possibilities of like having a child or something like that. um Maybe some of y'all are thinking about starting your journey of having a child, or there's just like something about a child in general, and like the many possibilities, like the maybe for like the child and everything like that, like a newborn baby or like a child coming into the world, or stepping into like a new stage or something like that, and just having multiple opportunities. Or this could just be like metaphoric for like energy, like childlike energy, that childlike energy of like having the many of the opportunities open to you or something like that. Something about abundance as well. Something about also um definitely like use imagination and all that stuff, you know what I mean? But to like your benefit, not to your detriment. Something about being careful about like delusion and like going um too far off with like this newfound waters, whether it's love or like abundance or something like that. Great to have the childlike energy or whatnot to boost and to like see the possibilities and all that stuff, and to have like a whole bunch of possibilities and abundance at the same time. It's like it's something about just being cautious, maybe about like how you use that or something like that. um yeah, there's abundance here, and youth, and all that stuff, and something about like it just feels like a child, or it could be literal. um I don't know, what's coming to my head is like a child who like possibly like has a multiple opportunity possibilities in schooling and stuff like that. Just like it's just like there's like a lot of possibilities to like the youth or something like that. And they're still in like abundant and something like that. Or it could just like that. It could literally be like referring to like a child or whatnot, your child or something like that, or like it just be energetically, metaphorically, like that youth with childlike energy is like forever abundant and whatnot. You know what also flashed in my head, because I thought about this the other day too. Something about like God, or whatever energy this thing is, universe, God, whatnot, is like our parents, and we're like the child, and we are abundant and all that stuff. Um, and in the way that like our parents or whatnot that direct us or whatnot, direct our possibilities and our abundance and all that stuff because we're young and everything. When we're young, it's the same way as like how God like directs or like the directs like helps direct your abundance or your youth or all that stuff. It could be metaphorically or literally, okay? Something over here, something like that. Some of you guys are working on something like a business or whatnot, or y'all are working with people, working together with people. You guys are a leader amongst like a company or like a business that you're doing, or when you're working with someone. Um, continue to be continue to build, continue to be diligent and like determined and be persistent, consistent and everything and like whatever you're working on or whatnot or you are and everything, you know. A hint of like this possibly could be like, okay, this could be with like definitely like someone who, it's like a partnership. It could be, a partnership when it comes to love, and y'all like are not just like romantically involved when it comes to it could be like partnership also like romantically and like in life and business and how y'all like handle things, and or it could be like partnerships with like other people, like teamwork or like like just working with someone else on like a business or a company, like working with someone else, and it's like a perfect symphony, or that is the intention or whatnot, to have a perfect symphony, with like someone else, like a partnership that syncs or something like that. Um, yeah, some of you guys are working on a project. It looks like it's coming along well. Or some of y'all, they may be advising some of y'all need to work on a project that y'all have, or a business or something, or work on a project. Take charge of it. And whatever you guys are working on, or building, creating, or whatnot, this business, this project, this company or whatnot, or this job or whatnot, it's all to help stabilize you or whatnot, help you to become self-sufficient and become the boss. In general, it could be, for like the job or for like the company, the business, and it could also relate to being the boss, like of your life, of your foundation. You guys could be currently working on this or something like that, or this is what this is all about, just working on it. Um, It was like you're working towards being the King of Pentacles, like stability, secured, being the boss, being on top of things. But at the same time, it's like you are though. You are. And then there's this like theme of like that like yes, I guess that's what you mean when they say aspiring, right? When they say aspiring actress or aspiring what you call it, singer or something like that, or aspiring model, because like you're in the practice of being it in order to manifest into it or whatnot. So it's just simultaneously like that, like that you are it and you're being it, but you're also working towards that. That's why we have the Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles out here. You have the Three of Pentacles. You're definitely working on it, and like I said, you could be working by yourself and on a project or something, or just with other people or whatnot. And it's on a project, it's a business, is a what you call it? It's a business, it's a company, maybe it's just your job. There's something about like you, or like something significant about like, just taking leadership, being the boss, and everything, just being on top of things. And possibly amongst like this group, this teamwork, possibly here. Yeah, there is like, you know what is so crazy? Okay, this is gonna sound a little bit off, but I see things and they make sense to me. Um, so sometimes I kind of like quickly like scan over what I just said and kind of in synchronicity was moving forward, and I was just thinking about like the numbers. Okay, I only got 11, and I said stepping through the door, stepping through the portal, and like there was just something I said about being a baby, being a child, and all that stuff, and how like the universe and our parents, all that stuff I said in earlier, whatnot. And then I was thinking about, yeah, like where I said it looks like you're building, growing towards something, but you are already that, but you're building, growing towards it anyway, and all that stuff I said, right? And then like just like in that instance of me moving forward, but also like kind of flashing back to like that, just go that overview. I was looking at the death card and the fool card or whatnot. Oh, and then yeah, it's with the hermit card and the justice, balance and like being in the tummy. There's something about, so I'm saying, are some of y'all pregnant too? Or about to have a baby or just had a baby? Or it's just like something about like a metaphor or like a simultaneous thing about baby. And what flashed in my head as well, I'm just gonna say it and then hopefully it correlates and makes sense to y'all because it's not linear for me. But anyways, there's like, I was on Instagram and there was like this post or whatnot that I saw, with the multiple slides, and the person is like the AI art or whatnot, I believe, and they made this art thing called like the portal or something like that, the portal or to something or whatnot. But it was basically like a vagina. It looked like inside a vagina or like the entrance, the canal of a vagina, and like people. It looked like it was like a museum, like an AI museum, and people were able to like walk through like the vagina, like the portal, and that's what I saw all flashing. There's like some type of correlation, you know what I mean? It's like a separation individually. This stuff happens, sometimes it happens simultaneously in terms of like metaphor or like whatnot, but or sometimes it's like literally as one. There's something about like a correlation of like, you know the whole being a baby, being a child, and like the multiple opportunities open to us or whatnot, and being able to grow, and we are that, right? Like so, and then randomly, I'm thinking about like, let's say for like Jesus was already Jesus, like when Mary birthed him through her canal, through the portal, right? He was already Jesus, but he was a baby and he had to like grow or whatnot into like different stages and all that stuff. Um, into who he was and everything, right? So it's that, it's like you are already that, but also growing towards that and that same breath. And it's something about like when also related to also when they say you're like an aspiring actor or aspiring model, whatnot. Like you are that, but it's like you're in the practice of it to be it as well, or something like that. Um, and yeah, just something about like walk like the whole thing flashing with like walking through that post I'm talking about. It was literally like a vagina and like walking through it or whatnot. People were, it was like a music, it was like a AI museum thing, and you could see like the people walking through it, you know what I mean? So the number 11 and then like the portal and walking through the gates is giving me something about that, like with y'all. And it's like like walking through a portal, walking through the gates is like being a newborn baby. Um, the many open possibilities towards you. Um, Also, just like the influence that like you know that a child can have on them or whatnot. The influence or whatnot that a child can have on them. Um, and everything like that, and how water too is very highly influential. Like when you talk to it, you can change the energy of the water and everything. But things like that, and like growing and building. Some of you, this is like definitely about like, okay, your life. This is in general, right? Or your life. It could be like manifesting as like some of you may be actually like maybe you're a parent and you're seeing how simultaneously this is all happening in your life in general, or like somebody got pregnant and this is like how is this happening in general simultaneously or separately or whatever. Um, this could be just your life or whatnot, and it's just like metaphoric, and it's like being a newborn baby and a child and the open possibilities and all that stuff I was talking about. Some of y'all, this could be for like your job or whatnot, or like a company or a business that when it's like starting out and being a newborn baby and all that stuff, to things, and it's giving me that like that card I have in my animal deck called it's like the earthworm, and it's like being like a newborn baby or whatnot. But yeah, and this is like in terms of like like the universe, the world, or like God, like, or in your life of like what's going on and everything like that. Okay. Ooh, he hold on. So I don't know, I was seeing that, especially like the specifically that post that IG that I posted on my IG like some time ago, was like it was like this guy or girl who like made this AI art, and it was literally like multiple slides of different like it's like the canal of the vagina, and it was called Portal of something, Portal to something. And I definitely understood what it was saying. It's basically like, the vagina is the portal or whatnot. And something, and it's just interesting. I saw all that and flashed, and it was like death and rebirth. And then there's the Fool card, which I associate as like being a baby, like being birthed. And then the Page of Cups I'm seeing here alongside with it. And then the Hermit card was giving me like just being in the tummy, like hibernating in the tummy and all that stuff. And something about also keeping the balance and harmony. Something about like keep a healthy birth, a healthy birth or whatnot. Um, Making sure everything is balanced and safe and warm and a healthy birth. Whether this is literally like that's what you're doing, what's going on, you're trying to do a healthy birth, or like this is like metaphorically for your life, or for like a job, or like some type of foundation, company, business, or something like that. Yeah, there's something definitely here about um, there is a beginning, a new start. Yeah, y'all are walking through some type of doors. It feels like a reset as well. Something about a reset. Something about like a little bit of something about like hibernating and balancing out. There's like a reset and a balancing out, hibernating. And this is so weird. Why am I getting this? Okay. And then there's like the whole, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. It's weird. Okay. Some of y'all, this could like include like have to do with like as well like maybe partnerships in terms of business partnerships, or just like romantic partnerships. It could be both as well together. Um and just like harmony and like being a perfect balance, a perfect match in a way. Things going synchronistically, smoothly, possibly. Something about going down the river. Something about as well. Yeah, creating and building. There's some type of Libra energy here. Something about making decisions, making choices, boundaries. I said what I said type of energy. strictness, some type of strict, or just like I said what I said type of energy. Laying down the law, bringing balance. There's something new here. There could be new love for some of y'all. There's new love here for some of y'all. This could be like romantically. This could be like y'all having a baby and this is your new love or something. Something about like a new love and a baby and a child or something like that. And some of it is so interesting. It sounds like a bit like it could be a business as well. Some of this is like some of y'all, I don't know, like yeah, some of this is like a business and it's like a newborn baby for y'all, or this is how they're just describing it. Um, and this is like something that's gonna be like a heartfelt, like, you know, like a caring kind of business or some or company or job or something like that. Um, it's new. It's full of possibilities, abundance. It's gonna be full of like love, you know what I mean? Um, the honeymoon stage of like the start of a business, a job, or of a business, a company. Some of y'all, some of y'all, I don't know, y'all have a newborn or something like that, and this is like a new type of feeling of love with this newborn, new or something like that. This gush of love, this abundance that you feel with this newborn, this child. And like either like y'all are seeing like the possibilities of like the many possibilities of like what your child newborn could grow into or something like that, the abundance and the openness and all that stuff that the child could go through or whatnot, and or whatnot. Something about as well like some of y'all, I don't know if this is, I don't know what it is. Either you, this could be metaphorically as you as a child, or maybe, I don't know, or like you have a child and like, what, it's something about like them experiencing new things. And I'm thinking like school a little bit, like going to a new grade, or like going from being home to being at school, and then just like the emotions and the love that comes up when it's like the many possibilities that the child could go into, like is he or she are they gonna want to be a doctor or like be a hairstylist, and are they gonna go to college, or what are they gonna do, something like that, or like somebody about someone and was going like going shifting from one stage to another, because I'm seeing like not only the grades, it's like in between is like the middle school, the high school, the college thing. And it's like and hey, we could even go as to like graduate and all that stuff. Um it's like that shift from like one stage or went to another, and like being a newborn baby when you shifting and whatnot is death, right? To like you being in high school, and then birth to like being in like college and all that stuff. So it could be metaphorically for you, or like you're, and it could be simultaneously too, because I've been seeing it that way. And it could also be like just maybe like a child you have, you're just like experiencing and observing, seeing like the transition, or like the many possibilities and the newness, the blank canvas, um, the many possibilities that like the child can like grow into. Something about also just one step at a time, you know, the whole thing with like kids and don't rush, like one step at a time and all this stuff like that. This could be involving something with like school. Maybe some of y'all are going to school and this is metaphorically for you and whatnot. or this is like maybe for your child that you're observing, or this is just in general. This could also be metaphorically for like a business or something like that, like the many possibilities this newborn baby, this newborn business could like give. And it's like one step at a time. Enjoy the journey, don't rush, and like not only just one step at a time just to only enjoy the journey, but to make sure like you doing brick by brick, so that there's no tower, right? Because towers, when you don't build brick by brick, is when like you build on like shaky foundation. So yeah, that or whatnot. Some of y'all are maybe working with others and coming up with like creative ideas or something like that, like new creative ideas, maybe for like a company or something like that, or a business, or maybe on the job. Or some of y'all could be working, just on a project by yourself or something like that, and like just working on like new ideas, creative ideas, and everything like that. Something about balancing emotions is coming up a little bit too. Um, yeah. It's something about coming up with like creative ideas or something like that, being creative. There's also something about like I'm telling you, it could be with a romantically with somebody else, a partnership, um, and it could be both as well. Like, and okay, it could be a romantically partnership or whatnot, and it could, or it could be like business, or it could be both, right? Together, right? There's something about like either like this is like what you're in search of, or what's happening, or what's going to happen, or oh no, what's happening, or what you're in search of, or like what like you're in, or what you are manifesting, or like this is what ooh 3333, wow, I just looked at it, yeah, or this is like what they're telling you maybe coming up or is happening. There's something about like I feel like-minded people, and like being able to like work on a project together, or like this is something about having yourself together, gathering the two sides of yourself together, or whatnot, having your emotions or like your feelings in check, and being able to like come up with like creative ideas and work on them. Or like this could be with like another person, like, or romantically, or like platonically, business wise, a partnership where you guys work well together when it comes to creating creative ideas and everything like that. Like this is coming up, this is happening, or like all that stuff they're mentioning that. Man, there's something, so is the butterfly thing. It's the whole like going inside of your like your chrysalis or whatnot, in order to like molt, like to, go from being a caterpillar and molt into like being a butterfly and break out. Um, Something like that. There's something about There's something about like just being I keep when I see the hermit card and like it's right underneath the death card, it gives me like the when somebody's pregnant and the baby's in the belly or whatnot, and it's just like resting, hibernating in the belly or something like that. Um Something about it might be resetting. It might be like winding up before shooting, winding up before shooting, or like like resting before going or something like that. There's something during this death and rebirth process, and it might be the in between process for sure. There's this in between process where it's like needing to like reflect, like isolation, maybe to like reflect, to like get enlightenment on things during this death and rebirth process, and like the in between of that, getting insight, enlightenment, and like resetting for the rebirth or whatnot. Man, some of y'all are making a way for yourselves. There's something about making a way for yourselves, like just having like these two are amazing. It's just this is a boss right here. This is a boss. It's like making like the opportunities for yourself, like just like sitting on like a a whole bag of money because you made that for yourself. You made that way for yourself or something like that. Or you are, or they're saying make that way for yourself or whatnot, or that's what you are. You have that in you. There's something about like you could be that type of person, or there's something about this energy of like that person who's like resourceful and not just having money. Yes, having money, right? But not just having money, and not just having like resources, right? Yes, having resources, but like having like a network, like a community, and like they could call up somebody because you know they network, they exchange, they have like equal, that's what I'm saying, give and take, like um or whatnot with somebody else, and they could call up and be like, hey, can you do this and that. There's something about that, and like I feel like building that up for yourself, or that's coming up, or you've been pulling doing that for yourself, building that up for yourself, and this is coming up or whatnot. Like this could be something, that's what I mean, is like, you know, soulmates, and it could be romantically, but it could also, it's also like business wise, it's platonically and all that stuff. And it makes so much sense because that's what it is. The full moon in Cancer, I'm thinking like safety. um I feel like this is all just like coming up towards like being in like some safety, secure, and feeling nurtured. This could be, like I said, like in a soul family, and a family that you're building, you're growing. This could be in like a business, like a company, and at a job or whatnot. And it's gonna be like a soul family, a soul partner and whatnot. Whereas like things go like, and I've seen a river again, it's the river. It's like it goes like water, like fluently, and harmony, smoothly or whatnot. Um, and it's something about like just building up that all that for yourself, options, but like you, like I said, you did that, you are doing that, or or something like that. They're acknowledging that, and it's like you're like this is that you're that person that like could just call up somebody, and like they could like do this and this or whatnot because they have maybe they have these type of services or whatnot, and um maybe they have these type of services, and you can like get it from them, and maybe you have something or do something, and you can it's like equal give and take, exchange. There's also just that like soul type of like, you know, connection there. um it feels community like, and that's what I mean, like being resourceful, or like being having options and all that stuff. You do have that money. You have like the multiple streams of income. You have the resources or whatnot, in people in your community, and like just your things in general. And there's something, yeah, about like creating that for yourself. You did. You are. And I feel like you're going to see this somehow in some way, like translating or happening or whatnot, in terms of like-minded, like like harmonic things. Like is that serendipity? I don't think so. I don't think it's serendipity, but it's like through like things flowing in a harmonic things, whether it's through situations or through people or whatnot, or through like your some type of foundation or job or whatnot. I'm getting like families. Some of y'all are starting a family with each other. Some of what whether it's like a newborn or y'all bringing families together, or some of y'all it's like a company business partnership, something about a job. Maybe y'all started a new job and y'all found a job where like y'all actually like are syncing with other people, something about being able to sync with other people in like a company or like in a business partnership and stuff like that. Or like even amongst your community you could have some type of like interaction and synchronicity amongst like a community, and it could involve like your business, if something about like your foundation as well. Maybe some of you guys, this is like a home or whatnot, a new place, a new foundation, a new start or whatnot. This is all full of love and ran on love, emotions, how you feel, and like the flow and all that stuff and harmony. And I keep the word simultaneous keeps coming forward, but and then like the windy river keeps coming up, but like it's not the word I want. It's like smoothly, simultaneously, synchronistically, just flowing or something like that. Okay. Uh, so yeah, that. And this is definitely for the Cancer full moon. I could see why it is. It's definitely I'm feeling it's because of like Cancer can be like about like nurturing, feeling at home, and feeling safe and secure. So I can see how this is all going into that, and to have like the many options and opportunities and like resources and community and all that stuff definitely is safety, is secure, and all that stuff that I was saying, and foundation and home and stuff like that. Definitely home. Something about soul family a little bit coming up here. Some of y'all could be ushering in like a newborn baby, and this is what y'all are like preparing or making sure for this newborn baby to come into. Or like something about like a child. I don't know if they're going to college, and is a transition, and making that transition as like, smoothly and memorable and all this stuff, loving as possible. Um, you know, Sometimes people's lives are a movie, and this is all happening simultaneously in some type of way. And it's usually like a meaning, a deeper meaning, which is like a one meaning, even though all this stuff is happening, is all like in its own way for one meaning or whatnot. And it's love. It's, yeah, the Ace of Cups here, the abundance and the flowing of like life, I guess. The flowing of life. Dang, I gotta stop because now I'm getting the whole like it's like that we're all in water, even though we think we're in air, and how we're in like river, we're like in the ocean, we're in the cosmic ocean and all that stuff. I'm gonna stop. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what to do first because I do wanna do three further cards and then do the oracle cards and then head out. Um, let's just run through this real quick. Yeah, so there's something about a burst of abundance, love, new love or whatnot. I said is whether it's actually with someone else, with like a partnership, soul family, romantically, or like a newborn baby. There's just like a new love, just love bursting through. There's something about maybe teamwork, working with someone else, and everything like that, or something about working on a project and everything like that. There's like a death and rebirth. There's like some type of transition going on, transformation, um, and I feel like the point is like I feel like self-sufficiency, being your own boss. Yes, being your own boss, taking charge. I said what I said, energy. There's something about being strict, but I feel like it's just being serious about like what you're about everything in general. Just being taking it more serious or becoming more of a boss in charge of something. There's like some type of transition and stuff like that, especially when it comes to maybe like a project or working with others and being seen as a leader and taken seriously. There's something about You're a rookie, but you're not a rookie. My earthworm card thing is coming out. I might show it, I might not. Okay. The earthworm card in my other deck is showing up. It's like the whole thing about being new to something, but you're not at the same time. There's something about possibly being an old soul as well. Something about a baby. Maybe a baby's an old soul. Maybe you are an old soul. Something about like transitioning or whatnot. Something about a new for sure. Um, and this could be like stages that this is all talking about, or literally like actually happen in life with your child, or just in general for you, metaphorically. Um, and yes, there's a baby here, there's a child, there's something about a new stage in life, or something like that. There's something about childlike, there could be something, a hint of like creativity and all that stuff coming up in here. Um, Yeah, baby. Something about like somebody could be pregnant. There's something about, or like this is the energy of like being inside, maybe inside like a chrysalis, or being inside of like the your mom's tummy or whatnot, and hibernating. But it's like giving me like winding up in order to like, burst forward type of thing. Yeah, so yeah, there's something about hibernating, and like it's kind of like also the whole thing with beauty, the whole thing with beauty rest. You kind of like hibernate, you rest, you take in all this goodness and all that stuff, only just to explode with a whole bunch of abundance and opportunity and like, things like that, a whole bunch of water. There's something about also um, insight, and there's something about like being able, it's something, I don't want to say it like that. I feel like it's just like more like enlightenment or insight, and it's to like control or like to better navigate like the many options or the waters that you have, like to navigate through possible fogginess, because there's going to be a whole bunch of waters and abundance, but needing to like isolate or have insight and all that stuff, enlightenment before moving forward. So it's giving me that whole thing with the Knight of Swords that usually comes out, like definitely go forward, but like being able to think before you do, or something like that. And then there's something here about, yeah, you have many doors to open or whatnot. There's something here about chances to balance things out again. What is fair and what is balanced and just? I feel like this insight, this enlightenment, or just in general, there's something about that will come up about you with all these waters, this abundance, this opportunities, but like how to control it better, manage it, navigate it better, or navigate it in a good way, in a balanced way, in a harmonic way, um, through like some type of alignment or seeing it or whatnot. Um, and like something about all that glitters isn't gold, just because there's like all these opportunities. Being able to, and the Temperance card is coming up in my head, to like know what is for you and what is not, not just taking everything, some type of justice and balance and fairness when it comes to that. And this may be a start of a new business, maybe start of building a house or something like that. A start of a new business, starting like a new, I'm starting school, first day of school ever, or like a different stage of like going from high school to college and starting like school, and like it's like the potential and the many possibilities coming from that, and being consistent. And then that whole thing about also being like the child too, how like children could be like very persistent, like stubborn and consistent with things, because they have the energy for it, it's like that whole thing where it's like, where did the children have all the energy to run like that when you get tired very easily as an adult? But it's like having that energy too to be diligent and persistent when it comes to like, this newborn baby. Um, or if you're telling your child this, like, no need to rush, be diligent, be persistent, step by step, or like transition in life or whatever it is. So yeah, it's like the start of a new business, start of school or something like that, and the persistence and diligence step by step in that process. And then usually watching this right now, there's something about could be reciprocity. Something is gonna just like go so smoothly, like it syncs up, like things are is gonna sync up. It goes so smoothly, is in harmony. Something about balanced emotions. Usually watch this right now. You could meet someone else who really just like it clicks, whether it's romantically, platonically, business wise. This could be within yourself, but something's just gonna click and it's gonna go smoothly, like parallel or whatnot. And then I'm just gonna do 3 cards to clarify, and then the um oracle cards. Okay. Okay, they give me 4. Yeah, this could be like a new start in a business and a foundation. Maybe some of you guys are in a new like neighborhood and it's like a new house or something like that. But this is definitely an yeah, and then we have like the death card at the bottom of the deck. We have the death card again. So there's something like yeah, death and rebirth or whatnot. There's a death to something that, that was prior and now there's like a new start in something or whatnot. There's something about, yeah, keeping keeping the balance, keeping the flow. Keep yourself like yeah in balance, keep yourself in flow. When you feel like you're a little off, meditate, all that stuff. Center yourself. Go up and talk to your spirit team and just get yourself together if you ever feel off. And just in general, like just keep yourself centered, meditate, and all that stuff to have a clear mind to go forward. To have a clear mind to go forward steadily and everything. Um, yeah, this is what you're doing, or this is what they're suggesting, or would like for you to do to just basically have balance and harmony and stability and clarity. When moving forward in terms of a business, in terms of like a new foundation and all that stuff. Yeah, this is possibly for sure, like in terms like finances, career, business, and all that stuff. Keeping your head on straight. And like it's something simultaneously like with keeping your energy straight and keeping your head on straight, and that's being in correlation with like your finances and your stability, like the physical stuff, how it correlates or whatnot. It keeps things together, organized. And yeah, so Cancer, right, is security and it's like the home, nurturing. What is that? A peace of mind. Peace of mind. What is a peace of mind? Like secure, feeling secured and stable, having a foundation, having a home that gives people a peace of mind. Okay. All right. Okay. Wow. La Llorona. Isn't that a movie as well? Is that a wailer or like you could call them sirens, but they're like wailers or like banshee, someone who cries, but like it's like a shriek. Is that what that is? I gotta look that up more because I heard about La Llorona before, but yeah. Okay, I want to look at something real quick where it landed at. And it landed there. Okay, okay. Hold on, I want to do one more shuffle as well. All right. Mama Kia, Mandala of the Moon. There's a lot about water and waters, and it makes sense because cancer is in its home ruler or whatnot. The moon rules Cancer, so there's definitely a lot about like the moon and waters and all that stuff. The fact that it says La Llorona here or whatnot, and I could be wrong. I'm gonna read it and say and whatnot. But there's something that also popped up in my head that was like blood, sweat, tears or whatnot. Something about blood, sweat, tears. And what are all of those? Aren't they cups? Aren't they like what you call it? Waters and something like that. And something about yeah, the waters, the moon and manifesting. And then the blood, sweat, tears, especially the tears part because La Llorona, she's crying or whatnot, and it's giving me this whole thing of like, you know, the blood, sweat, tears that you put into like building something, creating something or whatnot, um, especially over time, over the moon cycle, especially if you you manifest that way, something like that. I'm looking at that. I feel like there's something about maybe you putting in all this energy, the blood, sweat, tears, and getting back from it because of the good you put in, possibly. Okay, so I'm gonna read these. Let's do the La Llorona first. Yeah, it's the weeping woman. Okay. Mm, okay. So, La Llorona, embrace all of you. La Llorona, dressed in light blue, and even if it costs my life, Llorona, I won't stop loving you. And even if it costs my life, Llorona, I won't stop loving you. This is a Mexican folk song translated by Musuni. And this is the message. In choosing this card, you are being guided to experience all your feelings. It may be challenging to access your deep grief, despair, anger, and rage for fear your sorrow will swallow you whole. Let me assure you it won't. Alternatively, your feelings might be quivering so close to the surface that they seem to make it difficult to function in the world. As intense as your emotions may feel, they have a beginning, middle, and an end if you let them. Yeah, so before I move on, I feel like it's been that type of message lately too that has been getting louder and louder. There's something about our emotions and everything like that, and create being able to create and stuff like that. It's a whole artist thing. But like I feel like we all do it in different ways or whatnot. So we're all kind of like artists. But it's like what you call it, even through like anything, through things, needing to like um, continue to create or move forward or whatnot, and being able to like create through that in a way, needing to create through all. I feel like it's like so deep. It's like all of life experiences and whatnot, and the whole thing about life is like art or whatnot, and yeah, there's something about like being able to create and build and the waters and like needing to actually feel the feels because like it's part of creating. It's intuitively guiding you or whatnot. You know what I mean? The how you feel is intuitively guiding you in terms of like what you're creating, what you're building, what you're going towards, and all that stuff. So it's been simultaneous, like in the messages lately about needing to really feel the feels in order to navigate because that's what's really going to help and work when it comes to building, especially what you want, and all of that, and to the healing and all of that stuff. And then it's also the key to creating because some of it, for some people they want, and whether you call it claim to be an artist or not or whatnot, it's like whatever you're creating or building or doing, like the the process of the blood, sweat, tears is like part of the creation. So they don't want you to like stop because of feeling a certain feeling or because you feel like the feelings are getting in the way. They don't want you to stop. They want you to like transmit or transmute that energy into like whatever you're creating or building, whether you're an artist or not or whatnot. And has nothing to do with this, but like the whole thing about blood, sweat, tears, and making things, putting it into whatever you're creating, whether it's like actually creating a project or a business, because it's heartfelt, it's full of love, or whether it's like, um, it's because you're trying to build like a legacy. I keep getting that somebody's really intentional about their legacy, about their family and generations and stuff, like an empire, with community and their family. But yeah, whether it's you put that energy into that, there's something coming up with the Matilda thing. Well, the Matilda thing when um the gross cook like made the chocolate cake and her blood, sweat, tears literally went in there and she was all gross and nasty. I don't know. That came up, but that's has nothing to do with this vibe. That just came up because of the blood, sweat, tears and making something. That just came up. But yeah, all your emotions are worthy and they deserve respect, time, and a place to be expressed. Allow yourself to vent and move the energy through you as responsibly and thoroughly as possible in a way that doesn't injure you or anyone else. And this could like somehow go with where I was saying, like, in some part of this reading, I was saying something about healthily doing something or whatnot, like a family or like getting through something, healthily getting through something. So that's interesting. It says that know that the quickest route from hell to heaven is to swim across the lake of your grief. I'm telling you, I was seeing like a river or like water flowing. Wow, that's crazy. Drop to your knees as you call on celestial support. Find a safe space to let loose, turn up the music, beat on the drum or pillows, break something that won't hurt anybody, howl the fullness and allness of your heartbreak to the moon. You will soon find yourself on the shore of your grief and, with a gust of wind, see the world and yourself from a higher perspective. When you peel yourself away from the tininess of your earthbound headache and heartache and hoist your perspective to the heavens, you'll remember you are more than a mere earthling or victim of your circumstances. The more space you allow for yourself to feel, the more fluid fluid becomes the process of emerging from the depth of your grief to a renewed sense of wholeness and well-being. Once you acclimate, you'll realize what a sacred spiritual journey you've been on and how loved and held by the universe you've been. You'll understand that you can forgive the unforgivable, heal the unhealable, and repair the irreparable. Then the meaning, it says, since the days, this is a long one. Okay, since the days of the conquistadors, Hispanic cultures have whispered tales of La Llorona, the weeping woman. There are nearly as many versions of this legend as there have been heartbroken people. It dates back to the Aztecs, beginning with the fertility goddess. I don't know how to say her name, but I'm so mad. I gotta learn how to pronounce that. But it's Cihuacoatl, also known as the Serpent Woman. Feel free to put the pronunciation, please, because I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna look it up anyway. But one well-known story of La Llorona centers on a beautiful young woman named Maria. She was poor, but known for her beauty and grace. One day, a wealthy nobleman rode through her village and fell in love with her at first sight. The two married, and Maria gave birth to two sons. Her husband began to travel, spending less and less time with his family. One day he returned to the village with a younger woman and bid his children, and Maria fell well. In a blind rage, Maria drowned her children in the river. Lord have mercy. Once she came back to her senses, filled with remorse, she searched for them, but the river had already taken them. She became known as a phantom who spends eternity weeping as she searches for her children, thus earning her name La Llorona, the crier or weeping woman. There is a legend that La Llorona appeared in, oh my gosh, I'm so mad, I can't say these words. It's Tenochtitlan in 1509 with a vision no one wanted to see. She emerged from Lake Texcoco, it might be the wrong saying, weeping for the children who would be slain in the upcoming conquest unless they took heed of her cry. Unfortunately for the Aztecs, they did not, and thus lost the battle. The sorrowful La Llorona is a centerpiece of Dia de los Muertos ceremonies. Her phenomenal wailing, often expressed theatrically, permits people to cry along as they tap into feelings of betrayal, hurt, and loss. Transmutation. But anyways, in the choir of heart-wrenching emotion, we benefit from her gift of catharsis. And the mantra for this is I rewrite my history and take my power back. I own my pain and dedicate the flood of my sorrow to becoming a more compassionate, empowered being. Yeah, I'm telling you, some of y'all is like y'all are very passionate or whatnot, and putting blood, sweat, tears into building, growing, like your family, your legacy, and all that stuff, generational things, and this could all be simultaneous. Everything I'm saying, or like separately, when it comes to like your legacy, generational wealth, and all that stuff, morals and traditions and stability and things that you stand on and stuff like that for generations to come. It could just be as simple as like just one of the stuff that I said, though. It doesn't have to be all of that. We have Mama Kia, Mandala of the Moon. I, the Lunar Mother, bring you my Mandala of the Moon to manifest through the law of magnetic attraction. My Mandala is a sacred portal through which your dreams, intentions, and visions shall pass into the wholeness of being. From the realm of inspiration to the world of form on earth, there is no need for doubt or concern, for even the appearance of delay signifies that the divine feminine mystery is at work, with time and unfolding according to a higher loving wisdom. Trust that what is falling away is meant to be, whilst you have faith in new divine works being born. There's a lot about birth. I'm telling y'all, some of y'all are pregnant, or this is metaphorically, or some of y'all just had a baby, or there's something about like a transition with your child, or maybe you from one stage to another in life or whatnot. This oracle brings a sign that creative works will reach fulfillment. Yep, there's something about you guys building or creating something and needing to tap into the emotions, into the moon, into the waters, and all that stuff. Um, Relax with trust and positive expectations that all your needs will be met. This makes it easier for abundance to flow and all earthly and spiritual matters to fall into place according to a great and loving higher intelligence. Things are changing, even if you cannot see the physical evidence of this as yet. Trust that your actions are leading you to a better way of life. Rely on the universe, and you shall see how all things come together according to a timing and higher order that suits you in ways even better than you could have imagined by yourself. So that is it. That is that for this week's Venus Day deck for reading. The topic Cancer full moon energy. This was for the collective. We have Scorpio here. Um, we also have Virgo. We have Virgo. We have Libra, heavy Libra. There could be that harmony and that balance that people are seeking, like peace of mind and all that stuff. Um, yeah, so Scorpio, and there's something also. Okay, we can say it's karmic if you want labels, but there's something about like putting in the work that it comes back, like getting your justice or whatnot, like equal give and take or kind of thing, energetically or whatnot. So yeah, Scorpio, Virgo, Libra are the signs here. That could be you. It could be in your chart somewhere. It could be anyone around you. It could be the energy of this reading. It could be just the energy of like what I was talking about. It could be like the planetary placements. Let's see. Where are we at right now? Nah, there's nothing in the moon or whatnot that I see. It'll be somewhere in the other, planetary placements. And then I guess energetically, what would that mean? Scorpio, Virgo, and Libra. I feel like transitioning to just have everything more imbalanced, all more together. Yeah, it's more of like a transformation to make things more flowy, more in harmony, more better, or better. Sorry, not more better, but yeah. There's something about tightening things up, like organizing things, like tightening things up or whatnot, and some possible transition or transformation is like tightening things up, putting them together, putting them in order or whatnot. There's something about also whatever you put in, you get out type of thing. I saw something too. I'm not gonna go there. That's that's unnecessary. Um, and real quick, something about hold on. Yeah, some of y'all just putting in this work and you're putting your blood, sweat, tears, or something like that, or you need to, or something like that, and like also like taking something about many chances and the moon cycles, many chances and the moon cycles. Subtly, they're saying like you could create whatever you want, but that is it for this week's Venus Day deck for reading. The topic, Cancer full moon energy. This is for the collective. Um, if you're like a personal reading, you can visit my Linktree, or you can email me to set up a day and time. They both will be, yeah. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can visit my Linktree. You can email me to set up a day and time. They both will be in the description box for you to see. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's very much appreciated. It's helpful. Peace out, y'all. Yeah.